calculate the surface area of each of the solids below. Now, for the first one, we've got this trapezoidal end, and we're going to have to work out the height of that. Now, if we know that this is 10 and this is 20, and we can see it's an isosceles trapezium, that means that the two triangles either end are the same. And that must mean that this length here is 5, as is this one here. Now we know that this is 13, and this is a right-angled triangle. So we can use Pythagoras' theorem. Remember, we were finding a shorter side here. So it's going to be the square root of 13 squared, take away 5 squared. And to cut a long story short, that's going to work out to be 12. Therefore, the height is 12. So for the trapezoidal end, we know that we have a half. Add the parallel sides times the height, and we're going to want 2 of those because there's one at each end. Now, having the 2 of them means that we can actually just ignore the height, and we'll get this. Then we have some rectangles. Now, the top one here, 1 meter. We need to change it to centimeters. The top one is going to be 10 times 100. Then we've got this one here, which is 13 times 100, and we've got another one of those on the other side. And then we've got the bottom, which is 20 times 100. So that will be the bottom down here. And we just need to calculate that. So we have 10 add 20 times 12, add 10 times 100, add 13 times 100, and we've got 2 of those, add 20 times 100, and that gives me 5960 square centimeters. Now we've got this cylinder. Now we know the surface area for a cylinder is 2 pi r squared for the circular ends plus 2 pi r h for the curved surface. In both cases here, we've only got a semicircle, so we're going to need to divide by 2. And we've only got half of the curved surface, so we're going to have to divide by 2. And then finally, we will have the rectangle on the back. So the surface area here, 2 pi r squared divided by 2 is just pi r squared. So it's going to be pi times, and it's going to be 5 squared. And then again, we can divide by 2, so we can do pi times the radius times the height. And then finally, we've got the back there, which is 15 times 10. And we just need to calculate that. So that is going to be pi times 5 squared, add pi times 5 times 15, add 15 times 10. That gives me 464. 2 decimal places is what we want, 0.16. And that would be in square millimeters. Now we're told that 2 half cylinders, like those in part A, are to be glued together to make a complete cylinder. The glue used cost 0.1 cents per square millimeter. How much does it cost to glue together 200 half cylinders? So the area we coat with glue is this face here, and that's how much you're going to have to cover with glue to put 2 of the half cylinders together. So you're going to have to paint 100 sides. Now, the area is 15 times 10. The cost per unit area is 0.1, and we're making 100 such coatings. Now, if you multiply all of that together, you'll find that it is 1,500, which is in cents. So that is $15.